to hogtie you. Describe what that is.
Well, I don't really know, because at that point I would say that it's a surreal moment. Like, I don't know if you, like, as I just keep describing Tarantino, because I've seen parts of it in his movies, you know, where you're like, I just can't believe I'm seeing that. And that's how it feels. I mean, if you just want the cut and dry, it's a big body harness that they roll you in. How it feels to be rolled in one. I can't really say you can describe it. All I can say is, now I don't think that I like to see those tigers and stuff all drugged up and carried around. Like, this, the lack of dignity that you kind of take away from a majestic beast when you kind of do those kind of things. That's why I would say the best description. It was felt like they were trying to take away my magic by wrapping me up like that and carrying me out like that. It's very, like I said, undescribable when you're a human, you know.
They were trying to take
my magic. Well, I mean, my dignity is mine, but it felt like they were trying to take, you know, that magic part of you to feel, so you kind of slide through life and never get really burned.
Right.
You know, like
well,
that kind of, that untouchable kind of magic strut that, you know, I was definitely bopping around with that day. Yeah, I felt like they were trying to steal my magic.
I hear you. Well, what do you think of the KPFA leadership?
So sad. I feel it's very sad. I feel it's heartbreaking, because I know some of those people, and I thought that they knew what it was to live. And this is so, you know, I thought we sat down and broke bread and talked about it, particularly Lim Reggio. And
she? Who is she?
She is the manager.
Station manager.
Station manager of KPFA, Lim Reggio. One time I really thought that she was a woman.
What is your criticism, exactly?
There's no sense of dignity there. Like you say, there's no... well, people were complaining about her for years to me, at least from the time she took leadership. And I, being a friend, was a little blind to her lack of true managerial skills and true integrity in the position. I can't really break it down enough in this time, but I will say I'm highly disappointed. There's been no integrity. There's been no follow-through in the mission statements and any type of support in what is right. She's not supported anything that's right. In fact, she supported everything that's not right, and that's my disappointment in her particularly. Like, anything that has come about...
In other words, she condoned the treatment?
Well, supposedly she's been put out a very weak statement, but before that there was several attacks on my right to be at the station and lies that I had been banned, that she definitely collaborated in concocting, which is completely untrue. And like I say, it's very saddening, because I've always treated her as a friend. Even through that moment, I had no idea that her response would not be one of just the truth. Instead, it's been definitely one of, if not a conspirator, definitely a collaborator in what went wrong with me and what's going wrong with the station. Because there's a lot going wrong there, and there's a lot of disharmony and lack of potent programming and lack of potent community involvement.
Right. Yeah, and I understand.
And we need it more than ever.
And I understand there's been a struggle for a black public affairs time slot. And is there any progress being made on that?
No.
Almost needless to say.
Very needless to say.
I hear you.
When, you know, you have the programmers being dragged out in hog ties, they're obviously not very interested in supporting what's going on in our community and what needs to be happening. So that's why I say it's very sad. I would say the leadership at KPFA is heartbreakingly sad.
Right.
And actually is in need of some kind of healing, either change or medicine. Something has to happen, because it's very toxic at this point.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Well, we only have a couple of minutes left, and are there any words that you would like to say to our viewers before we call it an evening?
Well, I would like to thank anyone that decided to go ahead and listen to this, and just say, listen to your heart.
There's a phone
be
came.
brave.
Somebody has a question. Hello, you're on the air. Hello, do you have a question? Come on, speak up. Nope. Okay, I guess we lost them. Well, okay, go ahead. You were about to say.
Thank you, caller, and thank you all. Like I said, anyone who's out there listening, just be brave, be brave-hearted, and be true to yourself. the loving light that's inside of you, and get involved. And that, like I say, can start with just being a good person, and then get involved with what motivates you and inspires you to say, we want to make this better.
All right. Well, I can't thank you enough, Nadra, for being my guest here on Freedom. And I want to thank Arnell Vallier for board hopping, and thank you viewers for tuning in to Freedom is a Constant Struggle. And I hope you will continue to tune in to SF Live. I'm your host, Kilu Nyasha. And what's the call, Nadra?
Free 'em all.
Right.
All
and
right.
We are there any announcements? We have a few seconds left. Any announcements? Anything coming up that you want to call attention to?
I really want people just to call attention to their day-to-day selves, and really power yourselves up, because it's going to be a time where we can't hold back none of it, and we're going to have to let all of this light out and make this planet really bright.
All right.
All
well,
right.
Thank you again, and all power to the people.
All
Free
power
all
to the
political
people.
prisoners. Good evening.